my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I feel like I haven't done a sit down video in ages. It's been months, not ages, but that's the way it feels. But in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about my son Eli. He's 18 months. He turned 18 months just this past week, so I figured I would go ahead and do an update on him since I haven't done one in a long time. I think his last one was 12 months. I was going to do a 15-month one, but ended up not doing it, you know, crazy life. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about everything Eli, and he's not going to be in this video, but I will be inserting some clips of him and different things that I'm talking about. He is definitely a climber and just crazy, going everywhere, so it would be kind of hard to get everything I wanted to talk about out, and also watching him go crazy around the room. So before we get into today's video, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button below, and I really hope you guys like this video and give it a thumbs up. So without further ado, let's get into Mr. Eli. So let me pull out my phone. I've also been updating his baby book. I have been so bad about updating his book. It's right here, and I was working on it today, and it is filled out all through 12 months, but this baby book is through 12 months, and then it jumps to 1 and then goes 2, 3, 4, so it doesn't really have an 18-month section, but I feel like there's a lot that goes on between 12 months and becoming a 2-year-old. A lot goes on, so I'm surprised it doesn't have the months broken up. So a lot has happened. You know, 15 months and 18 months are big milestones. He's 1.5, so I just wanted to talk to you about like certain things to expect, you know, if your little one is coming up on their 18 months. This video will probably help you know what to expect. I know I loved watching videos like this because I kind of like to stay a couple steps ahead of the game, you know, especially with my first one, so I know what to expect. So I hope this video helps you with different things, and know that each child is different, and you should always consult your doctor if you're worried about anything, and different kids meet different milestones at different times, so no kid is alike. So I just wanted to mention that before we get into talking about everything, and plus I just love, you know, keeping track of everything and looking back on his baby book and these videos and his updates. So it's definitely sentimental to me because, you know, he's 18 months, like he's not a baby anymore, he's a toddler. So a lot has happened. So he officially started walking at about 14 months. So he was a late bloomer, if you missed my last video. And he is talking a little bit. You know, he says a lot of baby gibberish, like he's having a conversation with you in baby language. So I know if you have little ones, you probably know what I'm talking about. But he says about a handful of words that I can make out. He says down, go, bye, hi, and no. And he kind of makes like the mama, like ma sounds, but I've never really made out him saying like mama or mommy yet. But I think that that's coming, as well as daddy or dada. He hasn't really said that yet either. So, you know, I'm sure that those are coming, and he's just on the verge of talking more any day. Ava didn't really, my daughter, if you're new to my channel, I also have a daughter. She's actually 3, gonna be 4 next year, coming up in March, and she was a late bloomer as far as talking too. She actually didn't really start talking a lot until she was probably about 2.5. I mean, she said words here and there, mommy, daddy, things like that, but some kids start talking sooner than others. My kids so far seem to be late bloomers when it comes to that. But then again, Ava was not around a lot of kids either, so that makes a difference as well. And she's talking so much more, has way more vocabulary since she started preschool. So that's another thing I think with Eli. We are definitely probably going to be putting him in 2 days at an early preschool, a lot sooner than Ava did. Ava didn't start going to preschool until she was 3 years old. She just stayed with my in-laws and my parents most of the time. So let me stop rambling, and I want to get into, first topic is sleeping patterns. Eli has always been an amazing sleeper. He started sleeping through the night about 4 or 5 months, and he literally goes to bed at around, you know, shortly after 8 depending on what we have planned and what we're doing that night. And then he usually sleeps about 8 to 12 hours. Sometimes he gets up at you know, I have to wake him up and he gets up around 7. Sometimes we don't get up until 9. Sometimes if we're not doing anything that day, he won't really want to get up until 10. So it really just depends, but normally he waits for me to get him out of bed. But I generally don't like for him to sleep much later than like 10 or 10:30. And then usually he goes down, depending on what time he wakes up, he goes down for a nap. Usually it's anywhere from 2 to 3 hours. So he does like to sleep a lot. Like I said, some kids his age don't take that long of a nap. Some days he only takes an hour nap. But it just really depends. But he loves his sleep. He is not hard to put down at all. I literally come in here. He has his binky. He loves the Bibs binkies. Turn on his music. We have a little music box. And if I have blackout curtains here, and get his room all nice and cozy in his pajamas after his bath. And I used to have to rock him, but now I just literally take him, give him kisses and cuddles, and put him in his crib, and he is ready to be done. Like, he even gets all cuddled up in his blanket, and that's it. So I'm super lucky and blessed when it comes to that. He's an amazing sleeper. Eating habits also as well right now, but you know, I know that's going to change here soon. All 2 to 3 year olds become picky eaters. That's what my daughter is going through right now, but I have been told that they do get out of that. But Eli loves everything, pretty much everything that I give him. He loves, you know, veggies, fruits, of course chips, ice cream. He has a little bit of that, not too much, but he eats a very well balanced diet. He likes the pouches, the little Go pouches with the veggies and fruit. He likes, you know, meat cut up, of course cut up, but he eats it by himself. He's also learning how to use a fork and a spoon. He obviously still sits in his high chair, so he can be very messy, but I let him have fun with it, and he doesn't really like me to feed him anymore. I'm sorry, my camera cut off. And actually Eli got home, so he's here with me, right, Mr. Eli? Are you talking? So I'm gonna have to finish the video with him here. So let me see. Hold on, honey. Let's see. Okay, so I was talking about food. Yeah, he will pretty much eat everything under the sun. That's why it's so hard for me to see, like, name what's a favorite of his, because he will literally eat everything. He'll try everything. He loves his orange juice. He doesn't really drink a lot of milk. So he gets a lot of his dairy and stuff, his vitamin D from, I'm sorry, I feel like I'm out of breath. It's because I just came from upstairs. Oh my gosh, I need to get back in shape. So he gets a lot of that from like ice cream here and there, cheese, some healthier snacks like yogurt and things like that. So definitely a good eater. New discovery and interests. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you took your pillow out. Oh, so he's climbing over everything, and he's running. What happened, sweetie? All right, get him out of the crib. So he's climbing over everything, and he loves running. Eli, don't touch that, okay? Over here. He loves running and climbing, and he's just a very active baby. Very, very, very active. He wants everything his sister has. Hey, Eli, don't touch that, sweetie. Eli, don't touch that. He has like the little cord. Yep. So he wants everything his little sister has. He loves playing. He loves balls. So he's really into all of that stuff, as you can imagine. And he likes, I'm trying to think of some other stuff he likes. Definitely likes playing with this little basketball thing that we have. That's probably one of his other favorite toys. But as far as new discoveries, he's just taking more of an interest in learning how things work, and just like really, really detailed into how he looks at the toys. He'll sit and play with a toy, and it seems like he's just like really intrigued by it. So I feel like that's probably the #1 discovery. He loves his toothbrush, so we've been really like trying to get on him, teaching him how to brush his teeth and stuff. Of course we do it for the most part, but he's really into that. So I have to say those are his top discovery and interests. I also use the Wonder app a lot, the WonderWorks app. I don't know if you're familiar with that. I'll link that below. But he just went through like this systems stage. So that stage, if I can, hey Eli, don't touch it. If I can try to find, oh there it is, the WonderWorks app. Over here, baby, come here. So what is it? Systems. So it's during the 10th leap. He just went through that. It's the world of systems. So it's an organized unit. The part it comprises are interdependent but function together as a whole. So basically, it's like the thinking stage. Tangible examples such as a house in which the rooms are interrelated and together form a house, but also human organizations such as families. So he's like learning how things relate to each other, like we're a family, how things work, and he's making those connections. I can definitely see that. He's definitely understanding things more. Like, okay, it's nighttime, it's time to get ready for bed, different things like that in his surroundings as a world, you know, like we're outside, we're inside, things like that. So I can definitely see that for sure. Some accomplishments, I mean, like I said, he's just more aware of just how everything works right now. So I think that's a really big accomplishment. He's definitely more curious and just interested in how things work. So that's a big accomplishment. Eli, come here. Come here. And he's just way more active, and his, you know, his gross motor skills are just on point. Eli, come here, boo-boo. Come here, honey. So he has such a contagious smile, and it just makes some of the most special memories. His smile is so cute. I can't get over it. He has these little dimples, and I just love to hear him laugh, and we tickle him, and it's just, he is the cutest thing ever. He also loves water, just like his sister. He loves his baths. So those are have definitely made some for some memorable moments. He actually just got over a cold. It was his first time being sick. Ava kind of brought home a little cold from preschool. So she had like a runny nose and was sick and got him sick. I recovered from being sick. Thankfully, we all got COVID testing and it was all negative. But that was his first official cold at 18 months. Personality traits, he is definitely strong-willed. Like if he wants something or he wants to do something, he's going to make sure it happens. But he's also a mommy's boy. You know, he's definitely, let me pull up this post that I have on Instagram. I listed some traits and I thought it was pretty on point. Loves just about any food, will run over walk any day, sleep like no tomorrow, strong-willed, temper like no other. This boy has a temper. Oh my goodness, you would think that I would have a fully charged camera before I start filming, right, Mr. Eli? Come here, boo-boo. Come here, honey. He is so silly. Look in the camera. Yes, mischievous, mama's boy, sweet as can be, wants anything his sister has, and of course, like I said, has a contagious smile. So I thought that pretty much summed him up pretty good. So teeth, he has about 12 to 13. I need to do another count. It's been a little while, but yeah, he has like all front teeth and he has some of the back teeth, so I think it's about 12 or 13 teeth. His last visit was this past Monday and he weighs 28.5 pounds. He's 34 inches and he's in the 90 percentile for everything, his weight and his height, over 90%. Clothes, he's in 18 to 24 months. Shoes, he wears about a size 6 and he's in size 6 diapers, but we're about to change him to size 7. But yeah, last little thing, he still has, of course, his little birthmark. So if you haven't watched my last videos, he has a birthmark on his back and on his neck, and we just decided to wait it out until he's a little bit older. They don't want to remove it because basically it's like blood vessels, and it's really dangerous to remove it at this point. And it's not in a place that it's going to really harm him or anything. He hasn't really nicked it or anything like that. And we were getting laser treatments, but I felt like it wasn't really doing anything. So we're going to wait it out, then get another referral or opinion from another doctor maybe in a year or so and see if we can remove it then. But other than that, we're not too worried about it. So yeah, that is all about my precious boy Eli. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. And I really hope this gave you some insight into what to expect from an 18-month-old. I am super excited to see how he is as a 2-year-old and see him grow more into his personality. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.